up my fucking window. It's getting warm in my studio. All these goddamn lights and computers and shit.
Yeah, I mean, some Bengals fans like myself, we want to see a different scheme being used. We need something different to be used. Should I trade Joe Mixon, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got rid of Joe Mixon if I was y'all, to be honest. But who am I to talk, bro? I'm just a fucking Raider fan, bro. We got the most dysfunctional organization in all of sports, bro. So just be lucky you're not a Raider fan.
Yeah, and if the season ended now, we'll get that one running back Janty from Boise State.
Yeah, I like Ashton Genty, dude. What up, Navy vet? Yeah, I like Ashton Genty though. I wouldn't mind if the Raiders kicked the tires on him neither, dude. Because I'm not a fan of any of these quarterbacks besides Cam Ward and Quinn Ewers. The rest of these quarterbacks are all kind of mid.
Yeah, and earlier this week, I did pay up a bet to the Eagles fan. I had to chug 4 20 ounces of Pepsi Zero sugar. I couldn't even sleep that night.
Hey, well, at least you're a man of your word, dude, and you honor your bets. There's a lot of cocksuckers on the internet, dude, that don't honor their bets. So I can respect a man that honors his bets. What up, Gord? So
Yeah, and I'm making sure that the last time we met, you guys almost made us choke, but I if they're I always say this right now in the front wrestling, should at least we played it down. That's just my opinion.
when was the last time we played you guys? I don't even fucking remember, dude.
It was a wild card game. It was that
Oh
inadvertent.
yeah, where Derek Carr threw the ball short of the end zone. I remember that fucking game. Ah, fuck that game. That's the year
Yeah,
you
that.
guys. That's the year you guys went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but we couldn't beat the Rams, but we did knock out the Chiefs.
Yeah, man. Fuck the Chiefs. They just fucking beat us on Sunday. Fucking cocksuckers. Fuck them.
Yeah, I know the feeling. We got BS by the refs in that game.
Oh, you preaching to the choir talking about refs, my friend. With fucking us Raider fans, dog. We know what it's like to get owned by the refs. What up, Joe Walsh? We know what it's like to get owned by the refs, my friend. You remember the Tuck Rule game, or are you too young to remember that game?
I was too young to remember, but I know what happened. That is the fumble. That is the
Yep,
fumble.
yep, exactly, dog, exactly. It's like I said, man. The refs fucking us over, dude. Ain't nothing new, neither, my friend. So
I mean, yeah. If you go back to that 2005 or 6 wild card game, and Keel Vinterhofer took a cheap shot at Carson Palmer's knee like that, I was still steaming about that game. I lost sleep over that game every night.
I don't fucking blame you. I'm glad I'm not emotionally invested in the Raiders anymore, man. Like I disconnected myself and my emotions from the Raiders like fucking 4, 5, 6 years ago, dude. Like, cause I know being a Raider fan just brings me anger sometimes, bro. So I just kind of emotionally disconnect. You know what I'm saying? You put too much
Hurt.
emotion, bro. We may love the team. The team don't give two fucks about us, dog. Like, let's just be real. Yes, they need fans, but let's be real, dog. NFL teams don't give two fucks about no fan base. What up, NorCal Raider Jesse? Yeah, they don't give a fuck about us, man. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. You know, at least you guys can get some winning though, man. We can't win fuck all nothing, dude. Don't. I've been a fan for 20 years, Dashie. The best I've ever seen, dude, was a 12-4 season where Derek Carr broke his leg going into the playoffs, dude. Like that's the best I've ever seen. I've never seen this team even win a playoff game my entire fanhood, bro. I've never seen this team win anything. Nothing.
Hurt. Hurt. All right. Welcome to the live preview, ladies and gentlemen. And before you guys say anything, I started watching the Bengals back on September 22nd, 2002, when we got our teeth kicked in by the Falcons. So you guys don't know, earlier this week, I let my 23 years of frustration known about it. Tonight we're live with Raider Ben as we're going to preview Raiders Bengals. So you're both of us are two of the most frustrated fans when it comes to our teams. I mean, I mean, you you guys thought I had it bad. Nobody had it worse with their head coach and coaching the staff and Raider Ben over here. I
Yeah.
know how it feels. Had a bad coaching staff.
Well, I was never a fan of this coaching staff all last year. Last year, there was a lot of Raider fans that were feeding into this Antonio Pierce hype. He's from Compton, he's from LA, you know what I'm saying? He drives a 6'4 Impala. He's from LA. He grew up a Raider fan, and he screams Raiders, and the players smoke cigars in the locker room. Like, that's all cool and shit, bro, but that don't win football games. You know what I'm saying? And right now, what's happening is everything that I thought would happen. The Raiders were riding a high last year. The last 8 games, we had the number one ranked defense in the NFL in most of the statistical categories, major ones, from points allowed to turnovers, all that good shit. And ever since the first week, man, of this year, this Raiders team has looked nothing like they've looked last year. It looked like last year they were trying to get Antonio Pierce the job, and now that Antonio Pierce has the job, everybody just got complacent. They got comfortable. And the Raiders are in a bad spot right now, man. But I know myself included with a lot of other Raider fans, bro. Like, this is the first time in a very long time that I've pretty much gave up. Like, the Raiders have given up on me, so I have given up on the Raiders. There's a lot of hype coming in this year, man. We lost one of our star pass rushers, more underrated around the league. Don't nobody really know who he is. His name's Malcolm Kuntz. We lost him before week 1. And then we lost our starting safety, Marcus Epps. I'm not a real big fan of his, but we did lose him. Then we lost Christian Wilkins, our high-priced free agent from Miami, who was, really starting to get his shit together on the inside of our defensive line. It's just been a year of injuries. We got probably the worst offensive play caller in the league, dude. We picked up Luke Getsy from the Chicago Bears last season. And look how Justin Fields looks without Luke Getsy. A lot of people are like, oh, well, maybe Justin Fields just sucks. No, Luke Getsy is terrible. The Raiders have the 32nd ranked running attack in the NFL. We cannot run the fucking football to save our life. We got rid of Josh Jacobs. I told everybody it was a stupid move. A lot of people were like, oh, running backs are a dime a dozen. I try to tell everybody, dude, Josh Jacobs is different. He's not a dime a dozen running back. Then then the shit starts going downhill. Devontae Adams wants out. You know what I'm saying? And it's just been a shit show. It's been a shit show in Las Vegas. And I think, but the thing is, Dashie, a lot of us Raider fans, bro, we've been dealing with this shit for over 2 decades. And regardless of how bad the Raiders are, I don't think any of us are gonna turn our coat on the Raiders. So, but yeah, let me ask you, what's going on with the fucking Bengals, Dashie? You guys are not living up to your guys' expectation whatsoever, bro. And my co-host Pizzle on my podcast is a huge fan of Joe Burrow. What's going on over there in Cincinnati, bro?
Zach Taylor and Lou Amaruo. More important, Zach Taylor because he loves playing down, have us playing down at our competition. And Joe Burrow, he's playing one his best football in his career. The defense is not helping him, and more importantly, we we're, we don't have T Higgins. We might not have T Higgins again this Sunday because of a quad injury. And Orlando Brown Jr. might be out because of the knee, and we might not have Zach Moss for this game due to the neck injury. So
So
all
from
three of them,
so from what I heard from some reports this morning, is it looks like you guys are going to be out. That tackle Orlando, whatever his name is, from what I'm hearing, he's not going to play.
he's
Um,
not gonna he's not gonna play
from
because
what I'm hearing, yeah, he's not going to play. T Higgins is still kind of a toss up. They're kind of more marking him doubtful that he's probably not going
he,
to play neither. This is going to be a matchup, Dashie, of two really injured teams, bro. Like our number one wide receiver is a tight end. Brock Bowers, the guy we got from Georgia. He's the number one tight end in the NFL right now as a rookie. He's probably the only thing that a lot of Raider fans are looking forward to seeing this year, bro. Like, that's it. He's on pace. He's already broken a couple records already through the first 8 games. And after week 5, he had the most receptions by any rookie tight end in the history of the league through 5 games. Right now, he's number one in yards, number one in receptions, number one in catches. The only thing that he's not doing good right now is he's not getting a lot of touchdowns because our fucking quarterbacks are trash. And once we get down to the red zone, dude, we just deflate, bro. All the wind comes out of ourselves once we get inside that 20-yard line. So
yeah, And we have one of the worst running defenses in the league at third because we can't stop the run to save our lives. And our pass defense ain't much better. So we gotta rely on the offense to do something
What
about
up,
it.
Freddie?
Our our run offense ain't much better.
What up, Jason?
And, and our and plus our passing defense is not that great, but our run off defense is not much better. We can't stop a run to save our lives.
Well, I'm telling you right now, Dashie, something's gonna give on Sunday, bro, because we got the worst rushing attack in the NFL, bro. So either you guys are gonna stop us, or we're gonna be able to run the football. A few weeks ago, we played the Rams. I think at the time they had the worst run defense in the National Football League. What up, Dixon? They had the worst run defense in the National Football League, and we still were only able to get like 120 yards rushing on the worst rush defense in the National Football League. You know what I'm saying? What up, LL? So, you know, something's gonna give. Something's gonna give. I have a deep gut feeling the Raiders are strategically tanking. I think there's been a conversation in the locker room that, dude, where this season's a fucking wash. That's how I feel about it. I could be wrong. I don't think any player wants to tank, but at the same time, when you're making millions of dollars and you don't got to put forward no effort for all these millions of dollars, who says no? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it doesn't look good for us, man. You guys are about to play Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew leads the league in turnovers right now, dude. He has like 10 interceptions or something, bro. Something fucking stupid. He threw 3 interceptions in one game a few weeks ago, dude, and had a fumble. Like, yeah, our offense is not very good, dude. Our offense is not very good. Our biggest threat to you is our tight end. And so far, nobody in the league has been able to stop him. Every team that we've played so far has strategically tried to take Brock Bowers out of the game with zero success. What up, Rebel? Zero success. Last week, I think the number was last week, Brock Bowers went 33 minutes without a target. So, you know, when you play Kansas City and it's National Tight Ends Day and you got Travis Kelce on the other sideline, I thought the Raiders would have did a better job to get Brock Bowers more involved. But for whatever reason, we went almost 2 quarters without, a little over 2 quarters without seeing Brock Bowers get one target, dude. So.
Yeah, and we held Travis Kelsey to under 100 passing yards and 0 touchdowns back in week 2.
Okay. Yeah,
So
Travis Kelce's
only
having a little bit of a down year. If you look at his numbers statistically, he's not doing well this year. But he played us last week, bro, and he got right back to Travis Kelce. We've been deemed the get-right team for years. And the Chiefs' offense and Travis Kelce had been struggling coming into last week, dude, and they fucking destroyed us, dude. Travis Kelce had like almost 100 yards, if not 100 yards receiving, a touchdown. Yeah, man, it's like I said, you guys think it's bad in Cincinnati, Dashie. It's not much better over here, my friend. It is not much better. There ain't nothing over here to shake a stick at, dog. You know what I'm saying? This is really, in my opinion, how I look at this team. I look at this game. You got a good team with a bad record, and you got a bad team with a bad record. You know what I'm saying? You guys should not be 2-5, wherever the fuck you guys are, 2-4, whatever. You guys should not
3-6.
3-6. Okay, yeah, you guys
3-5.
3-5. Yeah, you guys should be way better than that, dude. You guys are way too talented to have that kind of record. What's Trey Hendrickson doing? That fucking defensive end? Is he over there playing well or what?
He's on and off. I expect better for Trey Hendrickson this week because
yeah, he's a dog, bro. I like him a lot, bro.
And I'm hoping that this defense can get back on track this week because
this is the get right game.
Yeah, because we haven't gotten any sacks on Jalen Hurts last week, and he carved us up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah. I mean, but let's not get this misconstrued though, dog. You guys play Jalen Hurts, you're getting ready to play Gardner Minshew. You know what I'm saying? Gardner Minshew is fucking terrible, dude. You look at his numbers, it is almost comedy, bro. It's comedy, dog. Is your guys' defense playing good right now, or is your guys' defense kind of ass?
Our defense can play good and we want to. Most of the time this season it's playing like ass.
Yeah, this game's like a tough game to call, dude. For like sports bettors and shit, it's almost a coin toss, bro. Because in all honesty, both of these teams are bad. The only reason why I would choose y'all just because y'all have a quarterback and we don't. I would take Joe Burrow over Gardner Minshew any fucking day of the week, dog. Like, and twice on Sundays. Like, at the end of the day, a lot of these games come down to who's got the better quarterback. You know what I mean? And I can't. Minshew had another turnover last week. He's had a turnover in almost every single fucking game so far this year. He started almost every game he turns the ball over. If Minshew goes out there and turns the ball over, dude, Joe Burrow don't turn the ball over often, dude. If we go over there and turn the fucking ball over, bro, we're just going to get our fucking ass whooped. And you guys will be marching your way to one more win, 4-5 or whatever. I honestly feel like you guys are going to get over this hump. Like I do. My gut feeling tells me that when this season's all said and done, you guys are going to be in the wild card race. It might be kind of shitty right now, you know what I'm saying? But you guys are too talented, dog. I think you guys are still trying to get over losing Joe Mixon. Losing Joe Mixon Mixon may have been getting older, dude. He's a good fucking running back, dog. You know what I'm saying? And now you got Joe Burrow trying to get used to a new running back. I can't really call it, but one thing I can call with your team, dude, is your team is way too fucking talented to have the record that you have, bro. Something's got to give, you know? And like I said, and me personally, I don't think this Raider team gives two fucks about winning. So, like, and we're historically the get right game, you know? So I hope for your sake, because, you know, I like you, Dashie, and shit. I don't give two fucks about your team. But for you, your sake as a fan, I hope they do get right for you, bro. Because you've been on this motherfucker for a long time with some shitty Bengal teams, dude. And you've been here every single week and you do your content and shit. And you deserve it. I deserve it too. But unfortunately, I'm a fucking Raider fan, and I accept reality of the matter is that we are cursed by the NFL. We are fucked. Al Davis sued the league back in the fucking 80s because they wouldn't allow him to move to LA, or it was the 70s or something. And ever since he sued the NFL and won, the NFL has never ever liked us, bro. Ever since, dude. So, but yeah, I think you guys are gonna get it back right, Dashie. Like I said, you guys are too talented, dude. I just don't see how a team with Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, you guys are with the record that you guys have right now. So.
Yeah, even Zach Moss, our running back that we signed, is doubtful for this game.
I like Zach Moss. He was on the Colts last year. He's a pretty good running back, dude.
Yeah, but he has a neck injury.
Yeah, we have our starting center's out. He's not gonna play, which could be a blessing in disguise for us, to be honest, because a lot of Raider fans, including myself, are not fans of our current center. His name's Andre James. He's been on our team for like 3 or 4 years already. He's been our starting center. All he does is get pushed back. He got hurt last week. He's not playing. We have our rookie second-round pick, Jackson Powers Johnson, that was a center in college. When we drafted him, we made him play as our guard. Well, he's taken over for center in this game. So you guys we're gonna have a rookie center, you know. So I'm trying to think of who else ain't gonna play. I think that's it. I think the rest of our team is pretty much a go, but we have a lot of guys on IR already. You know what I'm saying? So just because they're not on the injury report doesn't mean that, you know, we're going to have them. Like I said, guys like Malcolm Kuntz, guys like Christian Wilkins, guys like Marcus Epps. There's a lot of our players that are on injured reserves that we're not going to see. So, but we're pretty banged up ourselves, dude. We're pretty fucked with our fucking injuries too, dude.
Yeah, we have a rookie right tackle, Amarius Mims from Georgia. He's been doing not too bad, even though he's a rookie. He's gonna have his hands full this Sunday, though.
Yeah, if you guys, I mean, I definitely expect Max Crosby to get chips. Let me be honest with you, Dashie. Let me be completely honest with you, though. And a lot of Raider fans don't like me for this take, and that's fine. Everybody's entitled to an opinion. I don't think Max Crosby's all that good, dude. I think he's good at getting quarterback pressures. He's the almost sack king. You know what I'm saying? He when he gets to the quarterback, he over pursues. You know what I'm saying? The only game, Dashie, that I've ever seen Max Crosby completely dominate the game was the game against you guys. I think that was 2019, Max Crosby's rookie year, the year before you guys drafted Joe Burrow. I forget who your quarterback was, but you guys had a rookie quarterback in that game, and Max Crosby sacked him 5 times. That's the only time I've seen Max Crosby completely dominate a game. Like I said, this ain't a popular opinion, probably from a lot of people, not just Raider fans. I don't think Max Crosby's that good, dude. I think he's another guy that talks a lot. He doesn't He doesn't get the dude will go 4 quarters without a sack. He won't get a sack until the 4th quarter when the game's over already, dude. Like, I'm just tired of it. He got frustrated a couple weeks ago and pushed one of our coaches on the sideline. That was the moment I was done with him. Once he starts pushing coaches and shit like that, he thinks he's bigger than the shield. He's bigger than the team. I'm a Raider fan. I'm not a Max Crosby fan, dude. Once you start pushing my coaches around, you start making us look stupid, I don't want you here no more, dude. So I'm over Max Crosby. I said, 2-3 weeks ago, trade him. Trade Max Crosby for 3 first-round picks, 2 firsts, and a second. Get him the fuck out of here, dude. Max Crosby don't want to play here no more. And since he don't want to play here no more, he's not going to go out there and give full-blown effort, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just over the Max Crosby shit already, dude. Like, I'm all ready to rebuild and go find another pass rusher. I would go out on a limb and say Malcolm Kuntz, the guy that we started this year injured, and the final 4 games last year, he had like 8 sacks and 3 forced fumbles or something. I would even go out on a limb and say he's better than Max Crosby. And he's not playing. He's out for the season, so.
Yeah. That 2019 Bengals team that the Raiders played, that we had Ryan Finley as our quarterback. He was a rookie.
Yeah, that was his name. That was his name. Yeah, bro. I remember that. I still remember that because I remember Max Crosby had 5 sacks in that game. That's the only game what up, Mr. Raider Nation? That's the only game I ever seen Max Crosby dominate. I've never seen him dominate a game. People like to talk about him and Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack single-handedly dominated games. Like, I've seen him win games by himself. I've never seen that one time from Max Crosby. Except that I have seen it one time. That one time when we played that rookie quarterback you guys had. And he had 5 sacks in that game. But you guys were bad that year. You guys had the number 1 overall pick and took Joe Burrow.
Yeah, because we were tanking. No, you were tanking. We were tanking to get rid of most of Marvin Lewis players.
And Marvin Lewis is on our coaching staff, dude. Marvin Lewis is our assistant head coach.
And he knows us pretty well, so that's going to be a challenge for us.
I don't know if I'd go as far as saying that, Dashie, because Marvin Lewis drafted Andy Dalton, and we played the Panthers. I think it was like week 4 or week 3 or something, dude. And Andy Dalton beat the fucking shit out of us, dude. He put up like almost 40 fucking points. We lost by almost 30, dog, to Andy Dalton. So if he knows about the Bengals, he should have known about Andy Dalton. I don't think he knows shit about you guys. I don't think he cares. I'm a firm believer that Marvin Lewis is only there collecting a paycheck. He doesn't do nothing, dude. Like, he doesn't do anything. Our coach is literally getting laughed at because the dumbass coaching decision he makes with, clock management and shit like that. And he's got all these former head coaches around him. Marvin Lewis, Joe Philbin. Who's the other cocksucker? Tom Coughlin. These guys are all assistants in our organization, all former head coaches, dog. And they continuously let Antonio Pierce make the same fucking mistakes over and over and over again. These guys ain't fuck all nothing, dude. Dude, our team is a laughing stock, bro. There's a reason why I do post-game shows and I wear a clown wig and play clown music, dude. We are the fucking circus of Las Vegas. That's exactly what we are. We are the bearded woman. We are the man with 3 legs. We are the amusement that people come to laugh at, dude, of Vegas. You know what I'm saying? They go in there and watch their team beat the fucking piss right out of us, dude. I agree with the people. Like, even somebody in my chat said, at this point, give us fucking Joe Flacco, dog. You know how down bad you got to be when you're begging for a 40-year-old quarterback? It's bad, bro. Bad business.
I feel you because we have, because I even during my worst days, even though I still want Zach Taylor to get fired, I would kill to have a head coach like Bill Belichick or Bill Cowher on my team. That's how bad this coaching staff is.
Well, I had a lot of people a few weeks ago telling me that I was dumb and I didn't know shit about Raider football or football in general because I said the Raiders should go get Bill Belichick. I would beg to differ. I think any Raider fan or any fan in particular that wouldn't want Bill Belichick on their team probably don't know shit about football. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't judge what the Patriots did post Tom Brady, because there was no post Tom Brady plan set in place. As soon as Tom Brady left that team, the defense was fucking terrible. The offense was fucking terrible. People said Bill Belichick never won shit after Tom Brady left. Tom Brady took Mac Jones to the fucking playoffs with Josh McDaniels. Once he fucking left, the Patriots ain't shit now. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bro, and it's funny now, Dashie, because this a lot of the guys that were calling me stupid a few weeks ago about bringing in Bill Belichick are guys that are saying now the Raiders should probably bring in Bill Belichick. And the reason why they're saying it now, Dashie, is because Tom Brady just bought into a minority stake of the Raiders ownership. He bought like 10% of the Raiders. And Mark Davis, rest in peace, Al Davis. Mark Davis already went on the record in public and said that Tom Brady is going to have his hands in who's going to be our next quarterback in terms of drafting a quarterback, and he's going to have his hands in the football side of operations. Now that people are all hearing that, now they're like, oh, bring in Bill Belichick because of Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? So that's where a lot of Raider fans are at right now, Dashie, is that we're pretty much on the Raiders are tanking. You know what I'm saying? Like, do we want to tank? No. Is tanking against everything that Raiders are about? Yes, because our mantra is just win. You know what I'm saying? And no offense, Dashie, but like, say if you were the Bengals, if you guys tank, whatever. You guys don't have this slogan, this shit that I have tattooed on my body right here that says just win, baby. You know what I'm saying? My shit says so to even put tank in the same realm as just win, baby is completely crazy. You know what I'm saying? But from a lot of our standpoint, we just feel like the Raiders understand where they're at. They need a quarterback. Unfortunately, this is the fucking year where I don't think tanking is a good option, dude, because none of these quarterbacks, in my opinion, are worth tanking for. So, you know, that's where we're at. We're just kind of waiting to get this season over with, and we just hope there's a bright spot next year because Tom Brady's going to be in on the team. So, and who else would you rather have his name in football operations than, you know, the greatest quarterback of all time, you know?
I hear you because both teams are entering the game with losing records, but I know we're facing a must win because we got to try to keep our season alive and try to keep up with Pittsburgh and Baltimore.
Man, I hate to say this, dog, but y'all ain't catching Baltimore. Baltimore is about to walk away with that division. Hey, what's the Steelers and the Ravens record? Are they close?
Steelers are 6-2. The Ravens are 5-3.
Oh
Ravens...
shit! Oh shit! Okay. Yeah, that might be it's gonna be a battle to the finish with them. I honestly thought coming into this year that the Ravens were gonna walk away with your division. I thought once the Steelers got Russell Wilson, I'm like, they're cooked. I had the Ravens 1, I had you guys 2, I had the Browns 3, and I had the Steelers 4, dude. And I'm completely wrong.
Yeah, and in the Ravens, speaking of the Ravens, they just got upset by the Browns last week.
Yeah, I seen that game. Shout out to Jameis Winston, man, because I was a huge Jameis Winston fan in the offseason. I was like, man, the Raiders should go get Jameis Winston. You know what I'm saying? And Jameis Winston's kind of been waiting his turn over there in Cleveland. And in my opinion, at this point in their career, I appreciate you with the $5 super chat, Mr. Raider Nation. I honestly feel with this season, I fucking lost my train of thought. No, my bad, Dashie. I do that sometimes.
You're good.
Oh, no, that's what I was going to say. I was talking about Jameis Winston. So coming into this year, I was like, I wasn't a big fan of Deshaun Watson because I felt like ever since he's left Houston, dude, he's just been regressing. You know what I'm saying? I think Jameis Winston kind of defines what a Raiders quarterback is. We're not really the team. If you look at us historically, we're not really the team that gets a quarterback that's like dink and dunk, check it down. We've been the team that's always been known for Al Davis. One of his famous sayings is that we don't take what you give us, we take what we want. So if you look at the history of the Raiders, a lot of our quarterbacks have been big arm quarterbacks, guys that can get the football down the field. And when we settled for Gardner Minshew over Jameis Winston, I'm like, dude, Gardner Minshew's got an arm like a noodle, dude. He's not throwing the football more than 35 yards down the field on a consistent basis. You get Jameis Winston, bro, he'll flip that bitch 50 yards off the flick of the wrist. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately for us, we're stuck with fucking Minshew. And I just seen fucking Jameis Winston in his first fucking start beat Baltimore, dude, with a walk-off fucking touchdown pass. Dog, I was sick.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe scratch my head. I wish I should have taken Cleveland. It is what it is. But as for Pittsburgh, they're leading this division right now, and I still hate Pittsburgh to this day. I still never forgive them for that 2005 or 6 AFC wildcard game. But even though Pittsburgh, they're leading the division right now. They're on a bye this week, so we, so we might gain up a half a game on them in this division.
Yeah, if they got a bye week, dude, you guys got to take advantage of that shit, bro. And I don't know a better team to play right now besides us, or maybe the Panthers, or the Browns. I used to say the Browns, but I think the Browns are better with Jameis. But I don't think there's many teams that you would want to play right now than us, or maybe Carolina, dude. Like we are the two worst teams in the fucking league, and I would even go out on a limb and say that we're worse than Carolina because we lost to Carolina. We're fucking terrible, dude. We're the worst team in the NFL. We got the 11th ranked defense, which is fucking crazy. What up, D-Menace? We got the 11th ranked defense, which is fucking crazy, especially with all the injuries we have. We have 3 of our starters out on defense for like the season, dog. Malcolm Kuntz, Christian Wilkins, and Marcus Epps. Those are all starters. Those guys have been done for the year, and we got the 11th ranked defense. But like, dude, we suck, dude. I don't give a fuck about that 11th ranked defense, dude. Our offense can't score more than 2 points per game. And that's giving them, that's saying that they can't score shit because that's a safety, bro. Like, we don't fucking score nothing. We average like 11 points per game or something, dude. We suck. We suck dick, dog. You guys will definitely score more than 11 motherfucking points.
Yeah, I'm hoping this week we score more than 17. Because when we played Baltimore 4 weeks ago at home, we almost beat them. We had them beat.
All I know, dude, is that the Raiders are up shit's creek with no paddle at the moment. We are like drowning out in the middle of the ocean, dude. Like when you go to the beach to go swimming and shit, dog. Like we got in the ocean week 1 and we've just been getting fucking dragged out to sea further and further and further, dog. Like we're almost drowning right now. The Raiders are almost drowning, dog. We've lost 4 games in a fucking row. You know what I'm saying? And it's about to be 5. That's my gut tells me it's about to be 5. But we are on a 4-game fucking skid right now. I don't think there's a fucking team in the league right now on a 4-game skid. We are. We sure the fuck are.
I feel you because I hate we start off 0-3 and we won 3 our last I think 5 games now.
Yeah. I don't even remember, dude. This team's so bad. I don't even remember the last time we lost 4 games in a row, dude. Can anybody in my chat tell me the last time we lost 4 games in a fucking row? I don't even think we lost 4 games in a fucking row under Josh McDaniels, dog. Oh yeah, the Saints are on a losing streak. Are they on a 4-gamer too? I don't know. I don't remember the last fucking time we were on a 4-game streak. My bad, Dashie.
You're good. Saints are on a 6-game losing streak.
They're on a 6-game losing streak?
Yep.
Holy shit. Never mind. They're probably the worst team in the league. Never mind. I mean, but we honestly should. We honestly should be on a 6-game losing. God damn. So what are they? They're 2-6?
Yep.
Holy shit. Holy shit, bruh. That's crazy. That's crazy. Fuck the Saints. I hate Derek Carr. I'm glad his fucking back's all fucked up, and I'm glad they're losing games. Go fuck yourself. I used to love Derek Carr, dude. I fucking can't stand fucking Derek Carr no more, dude. Fuck him. All he did was lie to Raider fans, sell us a bunch of bullshit lies, whisper sweet nothings in our fucking ear, pillow talk us, all that shit, dog. And then when it was time to stand on business, he fucking walked the fuck out, dude. And then talked shit on the way out. Had his brothers talk shit on the way out. Fucking straight snake oil salesman, dog. That's exactly what our head coach is right now, is a snake oil salesman, dude. He talks a good game, but he don't fucking do fuck all nothing, bro. Hey, tell me how many interim head coaches that are head coaches in the NFL right now besides ours. Dude, interim head coaches, there's a reason why they're interim head coaches, bro. Interim head coaches never, ever succeed as head coaches in the league. I don't think there's one head coach in the league right now besides ours that was an interim, that was named the head coach, and the fucking team is worth a fuck. Yeah, like, come on, bro. Come on, dog. Fuck these. We would have been the same way a few years ago after that playoff loss to you guys. I mean, after we lost to you guys in the playoffs, that was the year John Gruden got canceled. And we had an interim head coach that took us to the playoffs when we played you guys. His name was Rich Bisaccia. He was our special teams coordinator. And a lot of Raider fans wanted him. I didn't want him for the same reason I didn't want Antonio Pierce. Interim guys, they never pan out. Coaches
Yeah,
that will let their players walk all over them. That's exactly what we got.
yeah. We had an interim head coach that became a head coach, Bruce Coslet.
Okay.
He didn't pan out neither. It took him till around before week 4, week 5 for him to step down as our head coach, and then we had Dick LeBeau become interim in head coach before we fire him after 2002 season.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. He never worked out, dog. He never interim joints never fucking work out, dog. That shit is fucked, bro. Like I said, I I hope, like, deep inside my heart, like, I hope the Raiders win. Like, I really want them to win. I never want to lose. But at this point, dude, when you're 2-6, you're at this point you're just winning meaningless games. The only way the Raiders go to the playoffs, we got to win like 7 games in a row or something fucking crazy, dog. We got to win every fucking game except for like maybe one more. Like, and that's that you can. I feel like at worst, I mean, at the most you can be is 10-7 to go to the playoffs at worst. You know what I'm saying? And for us to go 10-7, we'd have to fucking win every single fucking game from here on out, and only with one loss, bro. And the chances of that fucking happen are slim to fuck all nothing. So I don't give a fuck about winning no more. Who gives a fuck? I'm going in these games right now, week in and week out, just looking forward to watching Brock Bowers play. I don't give two fucks all about the Raiders right now, dude. Like, I love this team. I'll always love the Raiders. I'm going to be here week in and week out talking about the Raiders, but I am completely emotionally detached from this football team. I don't give two fucks about what we do anymore. You know? It sucks. It sucks, man. I haven't felt this way about the Raiders in, like, my life. I am, like, done. I'm done. I've seen enough. And it makes it worse because I knew Antonio Pierce was a bad hire. I knew it. I knew getting rid of Josh Jacobs was a bad move. I told everybody this, bro. This is all shit that I talked about on my channel all offseason leading into this season. And people called me negative Raider fans. They said that I wasn't a real Raider fan. And now everything's starting to fucking show itself. Everything that I've been telling Raider fans 3-4 months before it even happened is all coming to fruition, and I'm not mad. I knew this was coming. I don't care. You can't do what the Raiders did and expect to be successful in the National Football League. What up, SoCal Sal? Just can't. You can't do that. You get rid of so check this out. You get rid of your fucking friend, one of your best running backs to ever play with your franchise, and you replace him for nobody. Like, they try to replace him with a dude we drafted in like the 3rd or 4th round like 3 years ago, and he sucks. And then to back that up, you bring in fucking old buddy from the Vikings, Alexander Madison, who's never been 1,000-yard running back. The dude's never even sniffed the ass crack of 700 yards, let alone 1,000. So you know your running game's going to get worse. You settle again at quarterback, and you settle for Gardner Minshew, who can't throw the fucking football more than fucking 20 yards down the fucking field. You know what I'm saying? And then you bring in a fucking trash-ass offensive coordinator that averaged like 13, 14 points a game in Chicago. You bring him in and you think he's about to be the savior of the fucking team. You know what I'm saying? And then you go out and name Gardner Minshew the starter after Aiden O'Connell is the only fucking reason why Antonio Pierce got the job last year is because of that rookie we had last year. He was the second best rookie quarterback in the NFL last year. He was a 4th round pick behind C.J. Stroud. And they benched him for noodle arm Gardner Minshew. Like, I knew this season was cooked before it even fucking happened, bro. It sucks because I feel like it was almost expected. And that's why I get mad at a lot of Raider fans. Because for you guys, for a lot of them to be upset for what's going on right now, I think it's blasphemous. I feel like everything showed its hand coming into this year. Like, you guys should have known what it was. But a lot of people like to wear silver and black glasses. I call it that, and that's my term for people who put their fanhood in front of reality. You got to take your silver black glasses off sometimes and just look at the bigger picture of things, dude. And it just never looked good. It never looked good coming into this year. So,
yeah, every time I see Bengals fans talk, try to question what I'm trying to tell them, that's when I want to unravel my inner scorpion hellfire, and I let them straight know, because I sometimes call out my own fan base half the time too, because they know what half my fan base don't know what they're talking about half the time. And
Unfortunately, that's why I don't watch a lot of Raider content creators on YouTube. That's why. Like people ask me, who do I watch? Almost nobody. And it's no disrespect to any Raiders content creator. Half of these motherfuckers, more than half of them, don't know their ass from their elbow. And that's and I can't watch it, dude. I just can't, bro. Like we have a guy that works for the Raiders that talks about the Raiders. His name's JT the Brick, and he's almost insufferable to watch. Like I tried to listen to him again earlier. He tried to say that Andre James was a good player. He's fucking shit. He tried to say that Antonio Pierce is a good coach, and that's just stupid. It's just retarded, bro. Like if you're gonna come on here and talk about the Raiders, don't try to blow smoke up my ass, dude. Don't try to paint me a fucking rainbow and then serve me a pile of shit on a steaming fucking plate. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of these guys are. A lot of these guys will paint you a rainbow and give you a unicorn, and on the outside, on the inside, it's just a steamy hot pile of shit. I'm going to give you the pile of shit without even trying to paint it. Because a pig, even if you put makeup on a pig, it's still a fucking pig. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what the Raiders are. The Raiders are a pig with makeup. We're still a fucking pig. We suck, dude. Just accept it. Right. There's no point in getting mad or upset about it, dude. We fucking suck, dog. We're fucking terrible. I haven't seen this bad of a Raider team, dude, in God knows how long. We are fucking terrible. At least on some of these other bad teams in the past, I've seen a light at the end of the circle. I mean, a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't see no light at the end of this tunnel. Our light at the end of the tunnel is hoping that we get a quarterback and hoping that Tom Brady does something. We have no light, dude. It is all fucking dark. You know what I'm saying? Like that Coolio song. Sometimes I'll walk through the valley of the shadow and death. That's where the fuck we are right now, dog.
Yeah. And to bring up one of my fellow Bengals fans who Ohio Game Talks point, we may suck, but we're not as bad, but we should be better than our record says.
Nah, you guys are way better than what your record is. That's why I asked you earlier in your show, like, what's going on with the Bengals? Because you guys have way too much talent, and your quarterback is way too talented for you guys to have the record that you guys have right now, dude. I don't know if it's coaching. I don't know what it is.
It's either the coaching or our defense playing like shit. That's what it boils down to.
Yeah, if you guys don't start winning, dude, your coach might get fired. I feel like you guys had way too many high expectations, bro, for you guys to be as bad as you are right now, bro. And if you guys don't get better, I feel like if you guys don't win at least 9 games, like your head coach should be considered to be fired, bro. Like that's how many years he's been on your team? He's been on your team since the Super Bowl year, right? Or the year before the Super Bowl year.
He's been our head coach since 2019.
Yeah, his time's almost cooked anyways. It's been 5 years. It's been 5 years. His time's pretty much coming to an end anyways. Maybe he sees that. Maybe that's why he don't give a shit. I don't know. But for you guys to have Joe Burrow and you guys to look as bad as we do, dude, that's unacceptable, bro. That's unacceptable because we have Gardner Minshew. You know what I'm saying? And for you guys to even have somewhat of a similar record to the Raiders, that's blasphemous, dude. You guys are way too good. Way too fucking good, bro.
Heard. And
who's your tight end, Dashie?
Our tight end right now is Mike Gesicki.
Oh, okay. I like Gesicki. Gesicki used to be for the Dolphins. Hey, be careful though. Now that I think about it, Dashie, now that I think about Gesicki, I think it was last year. We played the Patriots and fucking we had a strip sack in the end zone, bro, for a safety to win the game against the Patriots. It may have been 2 years ago, and they tried to chip block Max Crosby with Gesicki, dude, and Max Crosby just threw Gesicki to the ground and sacked Mac Jones. So, but I like Gesicki, dude. Gesicki's better than a lot of tight ends in the NFL. He's not better than ours, but he's definitely a good tight end.
Yeah, we also have Drew Sample, Tanner Hudson, rookie Eric All, and rookie Tanner McLaughlin, who has yet to see the field.
When we drafted Brock Bowers, a lot of Raider fans, dude, were scratching their head at the pick. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Raider fans thought that the Raiders should have went offensive line. The Raiders should have drafted a defensive player, um, which is true. I mean, that's a true statement. You know what I'm saying? We definitely probably needed that. What up, 3-time? We probably needed that more than we needed a tight end. But when a generational player like was considered, Brock Bowers was considered the best tight end to ever come out of college in terms of his production in college. He was the most productive tight end to ever play in college. You know what I'm saying? So he was deemed a generational player from a lot of NFL scouts. And when you have a player like that, regardless if it's a tight end and you have a tight end or not, you can't skip up on a player like that. You know what I mean? And it's actually kind of boded well for the Raiders because we drafted Michael Mayer last year out of Notre Dame. He was a really productive tight end too in college. We drafted him in the second round last year. And that's why a lot of Raider fans were scratching their head at the Brock Bowers pick. But I think it was week 4, week 5, Michael Mayer went out for personal reasons and hasn't returned to the team since, maybe week 3 or 4. So he's been away from the team for about 4 or 5 weeks. And imagine if we didn't have Brock Bowers and we didn't have Michael Mayer now, we would be cooked. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we got, in my opinion, the steal of the draft. Brock Bowers is a walking yellow jacket, a walking gold jacket player. And he's proven it as a rookie. Here, look, I'll bring you up the entirety of his stats that I'm going to talk about later on my podcast. So right now, Brock Bowers, PFF grade, and this is all tight ends in the National Football League. PFF grade, he's a second-ranked fucking tight end in the NFL. His receiving grade is a 88.1, which is third. His run blocking grade, which he's not really known for, he's more of a pass catcher, is a 64.8, which is 10th in the NFL in tight ends. He's got 64 targets, which is first in the NFL out of all tight ends. 52 receptions, which is first in the NFL out of all tight ends. 535 receiving yards, which is also first out of all tight ends. He's averaging 10.3 yards per carry or per catch, which is 14th. He's got 1 touchdown. Like I said, we talked about that earlier. His touchdowns aren't there because our quarterbacks suck and we can't score in the red zone. He gets 2.2 yards per run, yards per route ran. That's third in the NFL. 57-yard reception is his longest reception. That's third. He has 8 contested catches in the NFL. That's first. And he's got 13 contested catch and targets, which is first. So those are all, the dude's going to be an all-pro as a rookie. You know what I mean? And like I said, at the end of the day, I don't feel like that really should have been a head-scratching pick because anybody that watched college football, anytime you turn on a Georgia game, it was Brock Bowers. What up, A-Train? So, Brock Bowers probably will fuck you guys up on Sunday at Dashie. I'm not going to lie. But he don't score a lot of touchdowns because our red zone offense sucks. Dashie, check this out, bro. So last week against Kansas City, dude, we got an interception game. Dude caught Trayvon Merritt caught the interception, ran it all the way down to the 3-yard line. 4 plays, dude, and out from the 3-yard line, bro. We ran an end around on the first play, went backwards. We ran it up the middle the second play, fucking didn't gain no yards. Ran it again up the middle the third play, didn't get fucking no yards. And then we tried to call some fucking screen on 4th down, and then Minshew got sacked. That's how bad our offense is, dude. It is fucking terrible. And the fact that Brock Bowers is the best tight end in the NFL, and they chose to pretty much run the ball 4 straight times inside the 5-yard line and got fucking pushed back, That's the epitome of our season right now, dude. You could give us the ball at the 3-yard line every single drive, Dashie, and we probably won't get in. Because we ain't going to throw the ball. We ain't throwing the ball to motherfucking Brock Bowers, and our offensive line and play caller is just trash. So, it's just a shit show all around, dude. There's not one bright spot on this team but Brock Bowers. Like, that's it. And maybe our corner, Jacorian Bennett. We have a rookie guy that we drafted last year. He's in his second year. He wears number 0. And I think he's ranked right now the number 1 corner in the NFL on 3rd down. When he's targeted on 3rd down, he don't give up no receptions. So that's one matchup that I think you should look forward to, Dashie. If Jamar Chase lines up on number 0, Jacorian Bennett, I'm looking forward to that matchup because Jacorian Bennett's been our number 1 corner all year, and he's only in his second year. And I think this is probably going to be a true test for him. If I look at the receivers the Raiders have played this year, this is probably the best receiver he's gone up against all year, Jamar Chase. And I'm excited for that matchup. Regardless of how bad we are, I am excited for that matchup.
So only say so we're worried about Brock Bowers.
Oh,
Either we got Jalen Stone or
yeah.
Von
Shout
Bell.
out to Kenny Pony for subscribing. I appreciate you, bro. Hey, Kenny, our Kenny Pony, bro. I appreciate you for subscribing to my channel, bro. Much love. Hey, if one of my mods could drop Dashie's link in my chat, Dashie does he'll be doing play-by-plays for the Raiders too. If you guys want to go over there and show him some love, drop him a sub, tell him what's up during his play-by-play and shit. Dashie does all the play-by-plays for the Bengals, just like I do all the play-by-plays for the Raiders. So yeah, I'll have somebody drop your link in my chat, Dashie. I'll send you some subscribers, my friend.
All right. So
yeah, Dashie's a
I mean,
good dude, man. I've known Dashie for almost my entirety of YouTube. I've been on YouTube since 2015. I've known Dashie since 2018 or so. So I've known him for quite a while. He's a good dude.
yeah, I've been on YouTube since May 29th, 2012.
Yes, damn, bro. You know the date and everything. I know I joined. I don't know the date, but it was in 2015, and it was after the game. It was after the Steelers game. I think we won that game in 2015 versus the Steelers. Was that? No, that wasn't. I was thinking, was that the fucking Terrell Pryor game? But no, that was after that. But yeah, I've been on YouTube since 2015. Almost 10 years I've been making Raiders content.
Yeah, in my first couple of years, I've been doing enough for making sports content, doing team entrances content, what have you. Now I've been paying more, and I've also been doing other things other than sports, like doing food reviews and stuff. So,
oh, you started doing food reviews and shit?
yeah, back in I think it
Oh no,
was 20.
I have seen your food reviews. I actually have seen those because I know you be posting shit like that. You're gonna go out and fucking a sample of food and shit. I've actually seen that.
Yeah, I haven't done a food review in a while. The last one I did was, I think, a Skyline chili review. That was the last time I did a food review content. I haven't done a food review content since.
Well, it's football. It's football season, Dashie. This right now, you should be more focused on football, anyways, man. Your channel's a football channel. You know what I'm saying? So just build your content based off the foundation of your channel. You know what I mean? Like I've tried to do that shit before, like just throw in random other content on your channel. I just that's why I started making other channels for that kind of shit. Just stick to your Bengals shit, man. I think that's the foundation of your shit. It's the roots. Everybody that I know that knows you love your team just like I love the Raiders. And I've always told people this, man. If you're just genuine, if you know your shit, people are gonna flock to you. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way. That's just the way life goes. You know, when you're a good person, you know what you're talking about and shit like that. People tend to flock around people like that. So
Right, right. If people want to talk to me about worst busts on the Bengals, you're talking to a guy who knows all too well about Achilles Smith, who is the bust here, and David Klinger, who's also a bust here. And you know me, if I know a bust when I see one. David Klinger and Achilles Smith are two of the worst busts in Bengals history, believe it or not.
shit, talk about it, Dashie. I'm a good fucking I'm a good prediction of bust too. Like 2 years ago, we drafted a dude named Tyree Wilson, and I did a draft reaction show, right? And I had like an entire panel full of people with me. There was like 10 Raider fans and shit. And we drafted a guy named Tyree Wilson out of Texas A&M, and everybody on the panel, dude, they were popping bottles, throwing it back to the 99, the 2000s, you feel me, lighting fireworks, you know what I'm saying, like it was the biggest draft pick of all time. And if you watch my reaction, while everybody's celebrating, acting like it's the best pick since motherfucking, I don't fucking know, the best pick of all time for the Raiders, I'm sitting there crying, bro. I am crying. Like, I am literally crying. Like, I got my hands in my face in my hands. I'm like, dude, it's bad pick, boo. Bad fucking pick, bro. Bad fucking pick. I told her, they're like, bro, Ben is pissed. Ben is pissed. And now, if you look at this guy play, he has bust written all over him, dude. He is a walking bust. Tyree Wilson is the worst player that the Raiders have drafted, not named Cleve Farrell and Alex Leatherwood in the first round, I think, that I've ever seen. I've never seen a guy that bad drafted in the first round, especially where he was drafted. Dude, we drafted him number 7 overall. Dude, he is fucking terrible. He should have probably been Mr. Irrelevant, dude, because he is irrelevant. For nine times out of 10, he's on the side of a milk carton, dude. Dashie, bro, he's had multiple. Check this out, Dashie. He was a top 10 pick, right? 7th overall. He's had multiple games with no stats, no tackles, no pressures, no nothing. Just blank stat board, and you're a top 10 pick. The biggest, my opinion, the biggest bust I've ever seen. And I seen Cleve Farrell, which is a guy that we drafted. What was that? 2019, I think, in the first round. He was a bust, bro, but he was better than him, dog. We drafted a dude named Alex Leatherwood. I've said, and we cut him after 1 year, and he was, I think, the 13th pick or something. Alex Leatherwood, I think it was from Alabama or something. We drafted him in the first round, and the next year we cut him. I said that this dude we got, Tyree Wilson, is the defensive line version of Alex Leatherwood. He probably should be cut. He's terrible. He's fucking terrible, dude. He can't set the edge. He's a mammoth, though, Dashie. He's like 6'7", 265 pounds. The dude's got fucking arms as long as a Boeing 757. Like, he was drafted off of his athleticism and shit, dude. But he can't even get off the line of scrimmage. By the time he gets to the offensive lineman is already in their stance. And you're not going to beat an offensive lineman once they're in their stance. The best pass rushers have great get off and can get to the tackle before the tackle can get into their stance. By the time this dude gets to the tackle, they're already in their stance and he's cooked. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. And we drafted John Ross in 2017.
I remember that guy. I liked him, but he was a bust.
He was a bust. Bengals fans like myself, we wanted a quarterback.
Didn't he break the 40 record at the time? I think he broke the 40 record that year, right? And then old buddy Xavier Worthy broke it this year, no?
He did. He had it. Xavier Worthy did break it this year.
Yeah, I remember John Ross. I like John. I liked him. I didn't like where you guys drafted him at. I thought he was way, way too fucking high draft. I feel the same way about Xavier Worthy. You know, I see why the Kansas City Chiefs took him because Mahomes can throw the ball 100 yards. So I understand it, but I thought Xavier Worthy drafted there. I don't think he was worthy of that spot neither. He was really hit and miss in college. He was just he broke the 40 record, you know. And when you talk about Mahomes, a guy that can consistently throw the ball off the flick of a wrist 70 yards, of course you want the fastest receiver in the draft. And I hate the Bills forever for doing that, dude, because the Bills need a receiver. They just got rid of Stephon Diggs, and you know, shout out to Stephon Diggs. He just tore his ACL. He's done for the year. He tore it last week. I forgot the Texans played last night, but he tore it after Sunday. But they didn't have a receiver, dude. And to give the fucking Chiefs Xavier Worthy made me sick, dude.
Yeah. Sickening. Speaking of the Bills, if you remember the last season, if you remember the wide right for Super Bowl 25, it happened again last season in the divisional round.
Who do you got going to the Super Bowl this year, Dashie? Who's your Super Bowl prediction?
As much as I wanted the Bengals in there, unfortunately, I had the Chiefs versus the Lions in there.
Yeah, that's my prediction too, dude. I got the Chiefs and the Lions. The Lions should have went to the Super Bowl last year. Dan Campbell made some young coach mistakes. You know, not going for it. I mean, going for it on fourth down when you're already up, I think, 14 points or 17 points, whatever it was in the fourth quarter or the third quarter in the second half. You got to kick the field goal there, dude. You can't go for it. And then they went for it, and then one play later, Brandon Ayuk caught like a 70-yard touchdown, completely shifted the momentum of the game. The Lions ran for 200 yards on the Niners in the first half of that NFC Championship game. They didn't even run the ball, I think, for 20 yards in the second half, dude. They completely got away from their game plan. But I think the only contest for the Lions this year was the Niners. But since they're all banged up, dude, by the time it's all said and done, I don't even know if they're even going to play the Lions. And I definitely don't think they're going to be able to beat the Lions this time around. I think the Lions aren't going to make those same mistakes they made last year. And at the end of the day, as much as I hate Kansas City, anybody but the 49ers, dude. Like, Dashie, I've rooted for the Kansas City Chiefs twice in the Super Bowl, dude. And they're in my division because that's how bad I hate the 49ers, dude. I can't fucking stand them. Like, I am the only fan bases in my local area that I see every day, Dashie, are Raider fans and Niner fans. That's why I hate them. Because every time the Niners win, they come out, but as soon as they lose, they go right back underneath a rock like Patrick the Star. Like, I hate them, dude. I hate them. I don't have to deal with Kansas City Chief fans, so I don't give a fuck about Kansas City. I'm a person that understands greatness. Kansas City's great. I want the Raiders to get that way. I'm not going to hate on them because they're a great team. The people have personal reasons why they hate Kansas City, and I don't hate Kansas City. I hate the Broncos. I can't fucking stand the Broncos, dude. I'll spit on the Broncos, dude. I don't really care too much about the 49. I mean about the Chiefs. You know what I mean? Who's your most hated team in your division, Dashie? Let me guess, the Ravens.
Steelers.
The Steelers, okay. What up, Steve DeLuna? Okay. Why do you hate the Steelers so bad?
I hated them since that wild card game in 2005-06 season. McKinnon Venelhoff took a cheap shot at Carson Palmer's ACL. And it still angered me to this day.
I hate the Broncos because I had to eat dog food. I had to eat dog food after losing to the Broncos. I had to eat a king-size bag of black licorice over the Broncos. I had to eat 2 habanero peppers over losses to the Broncos. The Broncos have caused me physical pain. Like, I have hurt myself by eating peppers and dog food and all that shit over losses to the Broncos. That's why I fucking hate them. That's the only team in my division that I really hate. All the teams I hate are outside my division, which are teams that I probably shouldn't hate. People are like, why the fuck do you hate the Niners? Why the fuck do you hate the Cowboys? Why do you hate the Steelers? Like, my 3 most hated teams are the Cowboys, the Niners, and the Steelers. And then the Niners are number 1, the Cowboys are number 2, the Steelers are number 3, and then the Broncos are number 4. I don't have no hatred towards Kansas City at all. Like, I don't give 2 fucks about Kansas City, though.
Yeah, and Steelers, they made me.
Yeah, I ate dog food.
I had to drink milk mix of hot sauce for the Steelers fans. Then I say, dude, really? That's one of the worst ideas. It's a good thing I'm never trying that again.
You ever ate dog food?
No.
Oh, God, dude, don't do that, bro. That was a terrible bet on my part, dude. I was smart, though, Dashie. I was smart with this, right, bud? So, we made a dog food bet. But we never said it had to be the what size can of dog food. I bought the little Chihuahua fucking thing of dog food, bro. It was like this big, dog, little fancy feast joint. But, bro, just that little fucking thing, dude, had me throwing up on camera, bro. That shit had me throwing up on camera. That shit was not fun. That shit was terrible. So that's why I hate Denver. Like I said, I don't really have no animosity towards my division. You know, like I really don't. Do I want to win the division? Yeah. Like a lot of people who have hate within the division are guys that have, you know, older guys that have been Raider fans for, you know, a way longer time than I've been, you know what I'm saying? And guys, you know, whose family are Raider fans, like their pop's a Raider fan, their grandpa, uncle, so on and so forth. I don't have any of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a first generation football fan, not just a Raider fan. Nobody in my family gave 2 fucks about football. You know what I'm saying? So everything that I know about the Raiders, I had to learn myself on my own. You know what I'm saying? So I've never really seen a rivalry in our division. We can't call the Chiefs and the Raiders a rivalry because they beat the shit out of us every time we play them. It's not a back and forth. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to say we have a rivalry with the Broncos and the Chargers because we kind of split with them and shit like that. But there's no rivalry with the Chiefs. They beat the fucking shit right out of us. I appreciate you, Demonus. A guy in my chat just shared the link to your channel, Dashie. So send some people over to your channel, my friend. But yeah, don't be too down on your team, Dashie, because you could be a Raider fan, bro. And Raider fans are, I don't know if there's a fan base that feels worse than we do right now. Maybe the Cowboys, because the Cowboys always have super high expectations and they don't look good right now. But I don't know if there's a fan base that's more down bad than we are. Like, I got guys that have completely given up. They don't even come on YouTube anymore. They don't even watch anything Raiders. Like, it's over. Like, we're cooked, dude. Like, it could be worse for you. You guys may be 3-5, but you still have a shot. We're 2-6. We have no shot. Like I said, the only way we make the playoffs is we got to fucking win. We got to win every single game except for one from here on out. And that the chances of that happen is extremely, extremely slim. So.
Yeah, and we don't play the Cowboys until Monday Night Football Week 14, and that's the end of the Simpsons game.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm rooting for you guys. Fuck the Cowboys. I have love for some Cowboy fans. Like I do. I want the Cowboys. I know I have a really good friend that I see like almost every single day. His name's Danny. He's a Cowboy fan. I want the Cowboys to win for guys like that. Like LL. Cowboys legend 27. He's a real Cowboys fan. I want the Cowboys to win for guys like that. But just your typical Cowboy fan, I don't give a fuck about, dude. Because you know how they say that the Cowboys are America's team? I think Bad Dog Sports, you know who Bad Dog is. A lot of us know who Bad Dog is. But he said it perfect a couple it was a long time ago. I'd say probably 5-6 years ago. He called, and he's a Giants fan for you guys that don't know who Bad Dog is. He called the Cowboys not America's team, but America's bandwagon. And I agree. They have the biggest bandwagon fan base, and they never do nothing, dude. The Cowboys never, ever, they haven't done fucking nothing since the 90s, bro. And they got this huge fan base, bro. They are America's bandwagon. Not America's team, America's bandwagon. Now you're starting to see a lot of people jump on this Chiefs shit, but they never had America's anything tied to their name. Cowboys have America's team, but in all honesty, they're America's bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? What up, Owl's Ghost? So, I hate the Cowboys, dude. I hate them just because of their fans. 9 times out of 10, if I hate your team, it's because I hate your fan base. I don't like fair weather fans. And what I mean by that is I don't like fans that come around when their team wins, but goes under the rock like Patrick Starr when their team loses. I don't like fans like that. Cowboy fans are like that. 49er fans are like that. For sure, those two teams for fucking sure. Bronco fans are like that. You know what I'm saying? We can't say Charger fans because they don't have no fans. I don't know any Chief fans. But Niners, Cowboys for sure, dude. The biggest fucking bandwagons in all of football, dude. Their bandwagon is fuck, dog.
Heard you. I had to deal with a lot of bandwagon fans and Fairweather fans. Like, I had to deal with a lot of Fairweather bandwagon Steelers fans. I deal with Ravens fans. Don't even get me started with them. But one of the most hypocritical bandwagon Fairweather classic pieces of shits out there. Because remember last season they did chant "fuck Joe Burrow" after we went down an injury. And don't even get me started with Cleveland.
Hey, so check this out, Dashie. Chief fans are pieces of shit too, dude. We were beating the fuck out of them last year at halftime, right? And they were throwing beer bottles at our players, dude, going into the tunnel at halftime. I think it was like 17-0 or something last year. Like, we were beating the fucking piss out of them, and they came back in the second half. But, dude, their fans were throwing glass bottles at our players. Dude, Max Crosby, this is one thing I loved about Max Crosby, Dashie. It was so cool. They threw a beer bottle at Max Crosby. He ducked it. Max Crosby picked the beer bottle up, threw it right back at the fan, dude. It was fucking great, bro. I was laughing tears, dog. Real tears. But Chief fans are classless pieces of shit, too. Dashie, don't ever think they not, bro. We Raider fans, bro. We see when we play them, dude, like, they are real pieces of shit, dog. Because they act like their shit don't stink. So every time they lose, bro, they act like a fucking child that just got their bottle taken away, dude. Like, they go into a fucking uproar like they're never supposed to lose a game type shit. Chief fans are pieces of shit. And one other thing about Chief fans is that Missouri, Kansas City, I know people out there, dude, and they said there was no fucking such thing as a Chief fan before Mahomes got there, dude. That's a baseball city, bro. The Kansas City Royals and shit. Nobody gave 2 fucks about football until they got goddamn Mahomes. That goddamn fan base, their fucking fan base is bandwagon, fair weather pieces of shit, too. And they're in the state of fucking Missouri. Shout out to my boy Wild Turkey. This ain't towards you. But they fuck their cousins. You know, they fuck each other. They inbreed and shit. So fuck them. Fuck the Chiefs. And their shit fans.
Yeah, heard you. Every time, and the Chiefs' most biggest weakness are fair refs.
Yeah, fuck their refs. Fuck it. The Chiefs, all the Chiefs are, dude, is that they're this generation's, this millennium, well, not millennium because the Patriots were good during this millennium, but they're this generation or this decade's Patriots. They're the Patriots now, dude. They're America. They're the NFL's team, the NFL's darling. They never want to see them do no wrong, dude. And it's sick. It's gross.
Yeah, it makes me sick that the last 3 times we played the Chiefs, we got fucked over by their refs every time.
Yeah, fuck the Chiefs, dude. I don't hate the Chiefs, but they do get on my nerves, bro, with the whole Taylor Swift shit, the whole, you know, they never get penalties called on them shit. Like, that shit bothers the fuck out of me, but I still don't really hate the Chiefs, man. There's no love there, but, you know, I don't really give 2 fucks about the Chiefs, you know.
Yeah, and I hate it when the teams, more importantly, the Chiefs get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, fuck them. They always get slaps on the wrist, just like fucking Andy Reid's son. The first Super Bowl they won against the Niners, his son killed a fucking baby in a car seat, dude. Like, I think after the Super Bowl or before the Super Bowl, like his son was driving drunk on the fucking freeway and hit a car that was broke down on the side of the road and killed a baby in a car seat, dude. And that shit just got swept right underneath the rug. Like nobody, people act like that shit didn't even fucking happen. Andy Reid's fucking son went out there and killed a baby, and I haven't heard shit about that. They don't even make shit about nothing about that. Let's just go out there and just let these cocksuckers go out there and kill kids, and we ain't gonna say nothing about it. We're just gonna act like that shit didn't happen. That shit's wild, bro.
Yeah, speaking of Mahomes, his dad got arrested for DWI again.
Him. He should, as he should. If you drive drunk, I don't know. What up, J Dog? I don't know what's worse. Well, I do know what's worse. I don't feel like there's nothing worse than a child molester, a rapist, and somebody who drives drunk, dude. Child molesters are the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of the barrel pedophiles, dog. And then you got rapist. And then I think right there on top of that, dude, you can put somebody who drives drunk. That is the most piece of shit, sorry fucking thing you can do, dude. If you drive drunk and you put people's lives at risk, innocent fucking people, because you want that is a piece of shit fucking move. And I feel like anybody, in one of these states, they passed a law to where if you get in a DUI and you kill somebody and that person has kids, you have to pay child support to those kids for the rest of your life. I don't know what state it is, but they just passed a law somewhere. And I think in Florida or another state, they made it to where if you are a pedophile and you touch a child, you get the death penalty. That's how it should be. You touch kids, you should die. If you go out there and drive drunk and you kill somebody, you should take care of their children for the rest of your fucking life. Like that's just my rules for it. But yeah, there's nothing worse than people who drive drunk, in my opinion. Like that's besides pedophiles and rapists. Like that's gross, you know. And Henry Ruggs, you know, I'm sure you know who Henry Ruggs is. We had that happen a few years ago with Henry Ruggs. You know, he drove drunk and hit this lady, bro, going 157 miles an hour, dude. Rear-ended her, bro. And she got trapped inside of her burning vehicle with a dog, dude. And her dog burned alive, dude. And she was screaming for help, trapped in her car, dog. What up, Charm City? Because he wanted to drive drunk. So yeah, he people who do that shit, bro, deserve everything they got coming to them, dude. So.
Yeah, that's why I keep saying if you're gonna be drunk, at least had a designated driver with you. So you want you sober. That way you don't have to go home drunk.
Like A-Train said in my chat, dude, this day and age, there's no excuses, bro. You have Uber and Lyft and all this shit, dude, that can come pick you up. And there's no excuse for NFL players because the NFL Players Association has like a ride service for players who want to go out and have fun and party and shit. They have a ride service to come get you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, there ain't no fucking excuses, bro, for driving drunk, dude. If you drive drunk, you're just a piece of shit. I don't give a fuck. And I actually know somebody on YouTube, Dashie, who comes on YouTube with his camera on and will tell you straight up that he's about to go pick up his daughter from school and he's been drinking for like the last 6 hours on camera. Like getting hammered drunk and he's going to go pick up his kids from school or drive her down the street. And his excuse is, I live in the country. So he just drives around drunk with his kids in the car, dude, and tells the whole fucking world of YouTube about it. And like, bro, that dude, you are a piece of shit. Anybody who watches your content or listens to you, dude, are pieces of shit, dude. They pretty much support a man that drives around with his kids drunk in the car. Like, that is wild, bro. So.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't care which part of the city you in. If you are drunk, let somebody else drive and do what you're about to do. You stay home and sober up. Or in my case,
Exactly,
if you have a bottle of water, you're drinking. You make sure you gotta make sure you drink the water so that way you can sober up a little bit.
I mean, if you're gonna go out and get drunk, dude, you're supposed to have plans set ahead of time, dude. Like, if you're gonna go out and get drunk, you have plans ahead of time, dog. Like, okay, well, I already have an Uber lined up, you know, so on and so forth. You know, so. But no, these dudes just don't care, man. People are scumbags. People are scumbags, bro. And for people to drive with their kids drunk in the car and then come on YouTube and admit it. What up, Ralph? For people to come on YouTube and admit it, that's pretty sad. So. All right, Dashie, I'm gonna get out of here, my friend. I gotta do another show in like an hour. I'm gonna go grab some food. Always a
All right.
pleasure. Thanks for having me. I
All right,
did.
about to get ready to end this show, anyways. So we're both in the kind of agreements that the Bengals should win this game.
Yeah, I definitely got you guys winning. I'm not much of a score guy, but yeah, I definitely got the Bengals winning, dude. I think we're gonna lose again.
All right, that concludes our live preview. You guys have a good night. With Raider Band, this is Dashie signing on out for tonight. You guys take care, and I'll be live Sunday for the game. You
Yeah,
guys have a
and you
good
guys
night.
go check out Dashie during his play-by-play too, man. Drop his link in the chat. All right, Dashie, always a pleasure, my friend. Hopefully you enjoy the game. I'll be doing play-by-play, but I'll come by your chat and tell you what's up on Sunday, my friend.
All right,
All
you
right,
take care,
Dashie.
man.
All right, guys. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.